Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Kia V, all up in the building, all up on your screen. And it's your girl Kia V in the building. It's your girl Kia V in the building. Hey. Hey you guys, so I actually hadn't even planned on recording today, but I decided to. So nice to see you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell button so you know every time I record. So today is just gonna be really like a little random chit chat. So I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Talk to me. Let's talk. All right. Okay, so I decided to record because I guess I was in my head a little bit. Y'all know I like to think, and I think all the time, every day, every minute. But I'm learning to control my thoughts and spinning things around because sometimes in life you get handed certain situations and certain stuff that you have to go through, and you can automatically assume negative about it, and you can start getting down on yourself, like just feeling like what's wrong with me, like why are people treating me like this, so blah 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 blah. I must just not be good enough. I must just such and such and such and such and such. Don't let people determine your value. That was something that just really hit me. Don't let people determine your value. Okay, everybody is a work in progress. That's something you always have to remember. No matter where somebody is currently in life, they're not going to be there always. They're not. Some people going to hang with you during your progress, and some people going to leave you, and that's perfectly fine either way, because at the end of the day, you're still valuable. I was reading a book, it was actually by Joel Osteen, and it was talking about how your value never changes in God's eyes, pretty much. Like, it doesn't matter what you're going through, it doesn't matter what the situation is, what you've done, your value still hasn't changed. You're still precious, you're still beautiful, because he knows that you're a work in progress, and that, you know, you're not there yet, you haven't finished it. And he had a really funny example, because he was like, just imagine a nice crisp $100 bill, and people would gladly take that. But would you take it if it was thrown on the floor and stomped on? Yes. Like, you're like, girl, that's $100 right there. Let's say somebody just put it in the mud and then washed it and all that. Would you still want it? Yeah. That's how God wants you. Ain't that is crazy. That is like, whoa. Like, I'm that special. Like, you still see my value in me even through my mess. Even though other people can't see my value, even though other people are gonna abandon you because you're not there yet. Like, that is amazing to know. That is so comforting to me, that, you know, I'm still of value. I still know who I am. I know that this is not it. I know that I am built for bigger and better things. So y'all, no matter what you're going through in life, even if you've done some messed up stuff, you are still valuable. You are. You can't take your value away. People cannot take your value away from you. And don't let people control your destiny. Don't, because what people are doing is their story. What you're doing is your story. And it's crazy because I see a lot of people, and they always talk about like those people that like those get rich quick schemes or whatever the case may be, and they be like, I did it, you can do it. Like, no, that is not true at all. Your path is your path. Like, I don't care what you have at whatever age, and you sit there and be like, well, I don't know why you can't do it, I was able to do it. Because that was your path, that was the way that it was supposed to go. Even if I decided to take the same exact steps as you, who is saying that I'm going to end up in the same place you are? You just so happen to get there. You know what I mean? So you got to be more conscious to people. You got to be more, we got to be more people. You know what I mean? We got to be more understanding as individuals of where people are in their life. And we have to not be so quick to throw in the towel because they're going through stuff. Yes, they have to figure some stuff out on their own, but that doesn't mean that I can't love you. That doesn't mean that I can't still support you. No matter how many times you fail, that doesn't mean that I can just throw you away and like go on to the next thing and then, you know, do it all over again, because people gonna fail you. That's something you have to realize. People are gonna fail you. They are. Even the people that don't mean to fail you, even the people that love you and love you, people are going to fail you one way or another at one point in time. But you shouldn't hold that against them. Just being, you know, normal. So, yeah. And don't feel bad if you don't fit somebody's square. their little ideal of what they want somebody to be. Like, ain't nothing more crazier than somebody get mad at you because you not being what they wanted in their head. Like, I'm not in your head. Like, it don't matter who you are. You know what I mean? Even some employees or employers would do that. They'd be like, oh, well, your interview, you were really great and cheery and happy and all that and all that other stuff. Like, yeah, that's what you gotta do to get the job. Like, you know what I mean? Not to say trick people out or anything like that, but there are certain situations where it's like, I'm not gonna always fit everything in your box. I'm not gonna always. Stop putting your expectations on me and then making me feel bad because I don't fit your expectations. Them ain't expectations that I have for myself. Them are expectations you have placed for me. Who are you to place any expectation on me? The only person you need to be placing expectation on is yourself. But we won't talk about that. You know what I mean? People don't want to say stuff like that because we don't want to offend people or hurt people's feelings, but it needs to be said. Like, not to be rude, not to be mean. I'm so glad that you have expectations and this, that, and the third. Like, you're supposed to. You're supposed to have standards and you're supposed to have morals and things like that. But don't throw people down when they're not meeting what you want in your head. Because most people ain't gonna meet it. You know, as much as I have this long list about stuff that I want in like marriage and a relationship, I have to be honest with myself and realize that the mate that I have may not necessarily come with all those qualities at that time. Does that mean that they're never going to grow in the relationship and gain these qualities? No. That doesn't mean that it's never going to happen. Sometimes stuff takes work. Sometimes stuff takes time. You know, like everybody, it's just like everybody wants everything so quick every 2 seconds, and that's not the case. Like, that's not how life really works. Like, it just blows my mind. But yeah, don't put your faith in other people. Don't put your values. Don't let your self esteem be a reflection of what other people have said to you or other people's expectations of you. You really have to focus on you. And that's really, really hard because as people in general, with the people we love, we want to people please them. You know what I mean? We want to be this person that they want us to be. But you can't lose yourself, your uniqueness, trying to fit somebody's box. You just can't. Like, you were meant for so much more than that. So you either accept, me for how I am at this moment. If I'm a mess, I totally understand you wanting to bail out. That's totally fine. But I'm not always going to be a mess. So, choose wisely. You know, make that decision as accordingly. But it's just something that was on my mind. Because I'm just like, oh my God, because you sit and you thinking like, oh, I want to be this type of person for this one. I want to be this type of person for that one. So if I'm trying to be all these people for all these persons, like, when am I going to be able to be myself? You know what I mean? There's so many people out here just pretending like they're one way for their boss, one way for their parents, one way for their spouse, one way for the workplace. Like, who are you? Like, you don't even know who you are. That's a problem. That's an issue. So, yeah. You do have to act a certain way to some degree, but don't be 20 different people and people come together and be like, oh, well, I never knew this person to be like that. Like, just, it's not worth it. It's not. You're meant to be unique. You are. You're not meant to fit people's boxes of you. You're supposed to be yourself, and people are supposed to be able to embrace and love you for that. And a lot of people, for some reason, just don't. I don't know what our issue is. Why we place so many high expectations on people. Like I said, you can have your standards and your standards and your morals and all that other stuff. That's totally good, but you can't force somebody to fit in your box all the time. Like, I might be able to do certain things for you, but don't expect me to just change my whole complete self, throw my whole self out the window for you. Like, it's not worth it. It's not, because I still have to be comfortable within myself at the end of the day. I don't want to spend 20 years being this way for my spouse, and in reality, I never got to be myself. Because that's great. That could drive somebody crazy. And that's false advertisement for you. Like, I don't want to lead you on just trying to be everything that you want me to be. Like, I want you to be able to love me and accept me for how I am. as well as love me enough to encourage me to, gain more strengths, to grow more in certain areas, to be a little better in certain areas. But I don't need to change my whole self to make you happy, and then if I'm not, then all of a sudden you unsatisfied and you unhappy. Like, that's not fair. That's not fair to people. It's not. So yeah, that's just something that's on my head, so I thought I'd share it. Hope you guys like this video. Kind of short, not really, but yeah, I get the going. So thank you guys for watching once again, and I will see you guys later. Bye. What you looking at? What you here? What you looking at? What you here? Bye.